Let's go to Mary in Daytona Beach. Mary, you're on News Talk WDBO. Go ahead.
Hello. I was just wondering if you could tell me. We are interested in making a will, an estate planning will.
All right.
And what is the cheapest way to get that done?
Well, let me say this, Mary, that I do not recommend that you use a forms kit or a piece of software. I do recommend that you go through an attorney to have this done. Mary, there are over 3,000 lawyers in Central Florida and plenty of them in Daytona Beach. If you are concerned about pricing, then I'd recommend that you just let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages and call around because prices are going to vary, Mary. So, Mary,
well, how about a paralegal?
I'm not going to recommend that either, Mary. I'm going to suggest that you go full blown and get a lawyer to do this for you, Mary, because this is important. Because if you think about it, you're going to write your will and you may read your will and you may understand what it says. And yet when you pass away, somebody else may read that will and says, well, what did Mary mean? What happens in this scenario? What happens if these things happen? And you're not going to be around to answer those questions anymore. So, Mary, here's an example of that. When I do wills for people and they say, Tom, yeah, it's simple for us. When we pass away, everything goes to our children. And then I say, well, what if one of your children happens to pass away before you? And often the clients will look at me and say, oh, we didn't even think about that. So there's questions that need to be asked. You don't even know what all the good questions are, Mary. That's why I don't recommend that you do it by yourself. I do recommend that you have an attorney do it for you. Now, Mary, if you guys don't mind driving all the way from Daytona Beach, I've got a wills, trust, and avoiding probate workshop happening on Thursday, June 20th, and I invite you to come to that. If you want to come to that wills, trust, avoiding probate workshop, you call or text CHRISSY anytime, 407-808-8398. Again, wills, trust, avoiding probate, Thursday, June 20th. You want to come, you call or text CHRISSY, 407-808-8398.